What if one of the brightest careers in tennis history was stopped in an instant? Not by injury, not by age, but by a knife. In the early 1990s, Monica Seles was nearly unbeatable. At just 19 years old, she had already collected 8 Grand Slam titles and dethroned Steffi Graf as the world's #1. But in April 1993, during an ordinary match in Hamburg, Germany, everything changed forever. Monica Seles was a prodigy. At 16, she became the youngest ever French Open champion. Her unique, style-powerful double-handed forehands and backhands left opponents scrambling. Between 1990 and 1992, she won 8 majors, including 3 consecutive Australian Opens, 3 French Opens, and 2 US Opens. She was the new queen of tennis, and her rivalry with Steffi Graf was setting the sport on fire. By 1993, Seles looked destined to dominate women's tennis for the next decade. But fate had other plans. On April 30th, 1993, during a quarterfinal match against Magdalena Malieva at the Hamburg Open, disaster struck. In the middle of a changeover, as Monica sat down to rest, a man suddenly rushed from the stands, armed. With a knife, he stabbed her in the back. The stadium fell silent in horror. The attacker was Gunter Parchi, a 38-year-old obsessed fan of Steffi Graf. His twisted reasoning, he wanted Graf to return to #1. Thankfully, the knife narrowly missed Seles's spine and vital organs. The wound healed in weeks, but the psychological scars would last a lifetime. Seles disappeared from tennis. The physical pain subsided, but emotionally she was shattered. She developed depression, struggled with food, and lost trust in her safety on the court. To make matters worse, a German court gave Parchi only a suspended sentence. No prison time. Many saw this as a second injustice against Monica Seles. She wouldn't play another professional match for more than 2 years. Meanwhile, Steffi Graf, though completely innocent, found herself unwillingly linked to the crime. She expressed sympathy for Seles, visited her in the hospital, and distanced herself from the attacker's actions. But on the court, Graf's career surged. With her biggest rival gone, she reclaimed the #1 ranking and dominated the mid-1990s, adding multiple Grand Slam titles to her legacy. In August 1995, Monica Seles returned. Her comeback tournament was the Canadian Open, and she won it. Without losing a set, a few weeks later, she faced Steffi Graf in the US Open final. The world watched in awe as 2 great champions finally shared the stage again. Graf won that day, but Seles had proven she could still compete at the very top. In 1996, she won her final Grand Slam at the Australian Open, but the magic of her teenage dominance never fully returned. The stabbing forever altered women's tennis. Many believe that, without the attack, Monica Seles could have surpassed Graf's records and become the greatest of all time. Instead, her career was split in 2 before and after Hamburg. Still, Seles remains a 9-time Grand Slam champion, a Hall of Famer, and a symbol of resilience. Steffi Graf retired in 1999 with 22 Grand Slam titles, later marrying Andre Agassi. Monica Seles officially retired in 2008. Loved not just for her achievements, but for her courage in overcoming unimaginable adversity. A single moment changed everything, not just for Monica Seles, but for the entire sport of tennis. Do you think Seles would have gone on to break all the records if that day in Hamburg had never happened? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out my other stories on the greatest rivalries and moments in tennis history. Monica Seles may have been robbed of her prime years, but her legacy will never be forgotten.